Hey, what's going on, everyone? It's Kim and SAV, Kim out of Savannah, Georgia, and I am coming to you with something I haven't done for a while, so we're gonna see how this goes. Can't take this call right now. I will hit you back. All right, so we're gonna see how this goes, guys. This is I'm gonna hoop with you, and also I will entertain and educate, right, all at the same time. Once again, Kim out of the SAV, Kim out of Savannah of BetterBodyCrew.com. If you're watching on YouTube, this originally began as a Facebook Live, so you may hear me occasionally shout out some people like Amanda Golfin who joined me in real time. However, I will be hooping, so I won't be able to see everyone. So yeah, that's that. But if you're watching on YouTube, I definitely want you to look in the description box, and I'll include the link to the original Facebook Live so that you can join me live and interact with me. Y'all give me so much energy. And if you're watching live, I want you to put where you are watching from. But if you're a replay viewer, you can just put replay down below. So here we go, guys. Like I said, this should be interesting because it's been quite some time since your girl hooped. But we shall see. Right? I'm all put together because I hate when my shirt rides up. But anyway, and I'll be moving the camera around. My timer. Ooh. Okay, I want to do 5 minutes. Hold on one second, y'all. I want to do 5 minutes. There we go. Actually, I set it for 6. Okay, so here we go. I titled this, I don't know what I'm going to title this on YouTube, but on Facebook, I said, about that time I met the singer Bobby Brown, and he taught me about confidence without even knowing it. So here's the story. I'm going to get right into it, guys. When I was in college, I worked at Foot Locker, and this was back in the day when Foot Locker was the place to work. Like, if you had on those zebra stripes, you were the man, you were the girl. So, I mean, I would mad clock hours in Foot Locker to the point where, like, I became the assistant manager, which was kind of a big deal because you didn't have a lot of women in Foot Locker having, like, managerial roles, especially an 18-year-old who's, like, over people, like, who are older than her. If I say, like, one more time. All right, so the Foot Locker that I worked at was in Atlanta, and it was in Underground. And if you know anything about Underground back in the day, like in the 90s, man, it was popping. That was the place to be. Back then we had Freaknik, so a lot of people would come. I mean, I can't say enough about Underground. Every store was a great name brand store. It was an attraction for visitors. So just a lot of activity in Underground. It was so much fun to work there back then. Well, one day, y'all, we get the call that the singer Bobby Brown is like in town, and he wants to shop at Foot Locker. This is when he was married to the late great Whitney Houston. Rest in peace, our angel, right? So Mitch is my boss, and so he's like, all right, y'all, we're gonna have to shut down the store for Bobby Brown to come here to shop with his crew, which we knew that because this is pretty high in his career. This is when a lot of Bobby and Whitney controversy was going on. So we shut down the store. He comes. I forgot how we brought him. No, he had to come in the front. We didn't have a back in the Underground. So he came through the front with his entourage. And when I tell y'all, from the moment he touched down in Underground, like a whole parade of people were following him. We didn't call girls thoughts back in then, but that's what they were. A bunch of Tatianas, right? And so the Foot Locker that I worked at had these huge glass windows in the front and Underground. So we brought him in, closed the doors, and there was just pandemonium. People were all pressed up against the glass. Girls, and I thought it was so disrespectful because y'all know I'm like new age and old school. So the fact that he was married to Whitney Houston, I was like, are y'all really trying to check for this guy right now? And y'all know he's a married man, but people don't care, y'all. So women were screaming and just doing ridiculous things. And before he came, we were all asking each other, who is going to serve him? You know, who is going to, what two people or whatever the case may be. And I told y'all, my mom is a singer. So I've grown up around a lot of singers and backstages in different places. I'm not the type to get all starry-eyed, I guess, over what a celebrity is. The people that I would get like super impressed by, y'all probably wouldn't even know. They're like thought leaders. But they're not like rappers or singers or anything like that. So I was like, I'm not. And there was a guy there named Ro. Ro wanted to be a rapper. So Ro was like, well, I definitely want to help because I want to talk to him about my music. So we said, okay, for sure, Ro, you're one person. And then they selected the other person. And then everybody else was just kind of there to like help out his entourage and all that other stuff. So we close the store down. He comes in. Ro and the girl go to help him. And his entourage, everybody was basically like catering to him. So nobody else really wanted shoes. So there was nothing else for us to do but sit there and watch the show, baby. So Bobby Brown is having my boy Ro and other Foot Locker employees bring him up all these shoes. And he's nice now. He's nice. But he's having them bring them up all these shoes. I got to stop it for this. And I'll never forget. It was so funny to me. But, whoo, I'm out of breath. That's a workout. What did I get? Okay, almost 5 minutes. All right, so I got to put y'all on the other thing for this. So Bobby Brown has my boy Ro bring him up some Nike Air Max. Y'all remember like Air Max or whatever? Shockers or whatever? And what's going on, Maria Curry? Hey, Alfred Taylor. I got to put the thing down here. Y'all, I lied to y'all not. This is how your boy does. Ro gives him the box. Bobby Brown puts on the shoes. And, we are used to people putting on shoes and doing like a little like, because you're trying to test out the shoes and see how they are, right? And so Bobby Brown, he put on the Nike Shox. And he was like, yeah, this nice right here. This nice. Okay, I like these. I'm feeling these. And out of the blue, homeboy was just like, like, and when I say, he like went into this my prerogative stuff where he was like, and he was pumping hard and thrusting, and arms were flying and crossing the legs, and when the girls outside of the Foot Locker, they went crazy, like absolutely bizarre. And I think I started laughing because that's how I am. I think I somewhat started laughing because I was just like, I can't believe he did that. But he did. And that's his persona. That's his thing. He could care less. And people loved it. And he is just like, he knows that people love him and he puts on a show for them. And he loves himself. And so when I was looking at him, hold on 1 second. Okay. What way did I go, y'all? I went this way. Okay, so I got to go the other way now. When I was looking at him, I remember thinking to myself, wow, to me personally, we all have our preferences. To me personally, he's not the most attractive guy. But I ain't going to lie. But by the time he left Foot Locker, just because of how nice he was, his demeanor and how he acted, I remember thinking to myself, well, he's cuter than I thought. He got me. I was kind of entangled in the Bobby Brown web. So here's my deal. I realized that, he's not cuter than I thought necessarily, but his confidence made him very attractive. His likability made him very attractive. And it made sense to me why Whitney Houston married him. It made sense to me why so many people, despite so many things that he's done, they have great things to say about Bobby Brown. He's very amicable, very likable, and uber confident. Like, confidence oozes through his pores, through every fiber of his being. So here's what I wanted to talk to you guys about, because I was talking to one of my business partners about this today. There are 3 places that you get confidence, okay? The first and most important is you. It comes from you. It comes from within. Now, you're at the top. Let's think of a triangle, okay? You're at the top. I tried to come back. You're at the top. You get confidence from yourself. But what pours confidence into you? Well, 1 or 2 things. It's either going to be the people that you're around. And so some, like kids, have parents that tell them that they are leaders, they can do anything. They speak life over their children, right? So some people grow up being very confident because their parents instilled that in them, at a very, very early age, right? Now, other people will get confidence later on in life. There are people that have parents that talk death to them, that curse them, literally and figuratively. You ain't never going to be nothing. Blah, 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 blah. You're just like your daddy. You're just like your mama. Whatever the case may be, right? And then those people, because they know how it feels to have someone beat them down, when they got older, they got around people that did the opposite. People that boosted them up. They got a whole new circle of friends that spoke life over them. So it's going to be the people that you hang around, the people that have your ear gate, right? That is who will make you ultimately confident. Now, the second, we said confidence ultimately comes from you, and it comes from people who pour into you. It can also, if you don't have people pouring into you, it can also come from your results. Your results. And this is super tricky because a lot of times in order to get results, you have to be confident. And the more, hold on y'all, I got a drink. My throat is super dry. But a lot of times, hold on. Y'all drinking y'all water for today? Huh? I'm 1/3 of the way to my goal. And I apologize to everybody that's coming in, but I can't see you from this far. These big eyes don't work like that. So, good. So, a lot of times for you to get results, though, you have to have confidence to get the results. And then, oftentimes, if you want to continue to get results, you have to have confidence to get the results, and you have to have results, oftentimes, to get confidence. So a lot of people really miss the boat on this because they don't have anyone in their lives speaking life over them to give them confidence. So then they're low in confidence. So as it relates to results, because they're low in confidence, oftentimes when they're approaching prospects, business owners, customers, anybody like that, then they're coming from a place of low self-esteem, which people can feel that energy, that vibration, that frequency. So then they're not effective at creating that transaction, that partnership, that union on any level. Okay? So it's a vicious cycle. They're like, well, Kim, I don't have confidence because I don't have results. And I'm telling them, well, in order to get results, you have to have confidence. And they're saying, well, how does that work? Again, it goes back to you got to get around people who speak life over you. I have a young lady on my team. Janine, you know I'm talking about you. Janine is out of Florida, fairly new to the Better Bodybuilders. Which way was I going, y'all? Was it this way? And Janine is always telling everybody else, oh man, you're so dope. You're so dope. That was dope. That was dope. And I had to tell Janine today, I said, do you know how dope you are? Do you understand that what you're doing, people that have been in the company 1, 2, 3 years more than, longer than you, they haven't even accomplished some of the things that you've accomplished. You're dope. Start praising yourself like you praise other people. Okay? So when you're hanging around, and she was like, you're right, you're right, you're right. And sometimes we all need somebody to tell us that, right? So if you start hanging around people, if your parents didn't do it for you, that's fine. Once you become an adult, you now have the power to live your life the way you want to live it. You can choose who to be around and who to not be around. So start getting you a circle of friends, a circle of people that can pour into you and give you confidence so that you inherently have the confidence to go out there and get the results that you desire. Because I'm telling you, once you get those results, your confidence goes through the roof. This is where we operate. This is where we find ourselves operating in what you call flow. Okay? Being in the flow. That is where everything just seems to work out. People call you lucky. They discount your work because they're only looking at the results. And they're like, well, that's easy for you to say. See, when you're in flow, when your confidence is driving your results and your results are boosting your confidence, and it's a wonderful, it's a beautiful thing, y'all. It's euphoric. You can get a high off of that. But when that's happening, you're in flow. And in flow, things are so much easier. That's where you ultimately want to get to. A lot of times, even with me, like for example, yesterday. Y'all saw what I did yesterday because I document my day for y'all. It's all on Facebook. Took Eho to school, had learnings, had follow-up phone calls from school to karate, back home, dinner, homework, bed. That's what I had to do. Okay? Now that's what I had to do from a personal perspective. However, in that time, guess what? Started off the day with a client who hasn't ordered since July. She placed her order. Great. Easy peasy money. I just look at my back office, order there. Wonderful. On the way to get EHO, another client calls me out of the blue. Sweet lady, super sweet lady. She saw my video on our all natural men's sex pill, and she got that product for a family member of hers who doesn't speak English, and she was like, I just look online and I find you and I like you, so I call you and I want to buy from you. And I was like, well, look at that. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't have to do anything for that except just walk her through how to place her order. That was on the way to getting my son, right? Take him to karate, come back home, and then while I'm cooking dinner, somebody I do not know, I've never spoken to before, I check my back office again, I'm looking for something totally different. Somebody I've never spoken to before places over a $300 order in the flow. I didn't do anything for that. So meanwhile, my team, and I'm posting these results to our WhatsApp chat, and my team is like, oh, Kim, congratulations, but dang, it's so easy for you. It's not that it's so easy for me. It's just, every time I cut a video, I have the confidence. I already know that eyeballs are going to be on that video. Tons of people are going to see it. The right people are going to reach out to me. The wrong people are not. And I'm perfectly fine with that. I have the confidence that the seeds that I'm sowing are going to reap the harvest, right, that I desire. So that $300 order comes in around 7:30ish, I think it was. That was when I was making dinner or eating dinner with my son. Finish up with that while he's in the shower. A client calls me who I haven't spoken to in a while. She moved. Y'all know how it is with moving. There was a lot going on. And she said, hey, I need your help. I lost weight before with the products. I gained it back after this crazy move. My husband said, why don't you call your girl in Georgia? I was like, by the way, shout out to all the husbands. Shout out to all the husbands who watch me on YouTube with their wives. Oh, no, hold on. I have to call you back. Hold on, y'all. Shout out to all the husbands who watch me on YouTube with their wives. Shout out to all the husbands who think I'm funny. Shout out to all the husbands who don't hate on me. And encourage their wives to give me a call, because that's exactly what she did. She said, my husband was like, why don't you call your girl in Georgia and get back on those products? So that's exactly what she did, placed an order. All of this is what we call flow, y'all. I'm not trying to get a sale. I'm not stressing when I go into my back office like, did they order? Is it there? No, I know what I know, and here's what I know. I've planted the right seeds to reap the harvest I desire. My confidence is always high every time I shoot a video, every time I make a post, every time I do anything, because I, first of all, surround myself with people where we all speak life over each other, right? So because of my circle of friends, of business partners, and even family members that don't speak life over me, I love you, but I'm going to have to love you from afar. Family members that speak negatively of me, I love you, but I'm going to have to love you from afar, because I can't have that in my ear gate, okay? You got to protect your ears, you got to protect your eyes, you got to protect your heart, okay? And all of your gates, what things that you smell, things that you see, things that you hear, things that you touch, they all are the inroads to your heart. If you want the desires of your heart, be careful what you plant in your heart, what you let get to your heart. So I have people that speak life over me. That drives my confidence. That helps to drive my confidence through the roof. And because my confidence is high, it's easier for me to get results. And because I'm getting results, that drives my confidence even higher. Do y'all see it? And that's what it was with Bobby Brown. Like, I think Bobby Brown was born confident. The way he came in that store, I totally get why he was a teenage star, transitioned into an adult star, and was able to hook Whitney Houston. Totally get it. It's still one of my all-time favorite stories of working at Foot Locker and the Underground. But yeah, it's something that I take with me, because I said, this guy, he's not all that. But if you get in his presence, you will feel his power. So that is my story, guys. Woo! Oh, yes. That is my story about when I met Bobby Brown. Woo! Back in the 90s. His confident behind. And, man, and when he left, it was like mayhem, pandemonium. The girls were just following him, screaming, throwing things that I cannot say at him. It was crazy. But it was very entertaining to watch, very interesting to marinate on and say, what is the deeper message here? And like I said, even in my business now, I do think, like, What would Bobby Brown do, Kim? When I'm talking to people, have the confidence of Bobby Brown, Kim. Have the, just be, don't care who's looking at you. Give people a show, all right? Put on those, what you call it, Nike Shocks. You don't just jump around. No, you gotta, you gotta dig them heels in. Have the confidence of Bobby Brown. So anyway, guys, that is my message for the moment. I'm going to go ahead and get me something to eat because I haven't eaten all day. Woo, them drops be making your pounds drop, okay? Who know about them drops? What y'all know about them drops? All right, so anyway, if you're watching on YouTube, hit that big red subscribe button before you log off. And also bang the bell to the right, ding dong, so every time I upload a new video, you will be the first to know. Hey, Chantrice, what's going on, girlie? Long time no see. I hope all is well. All right, y'all. See you later. Bye.